She's a miracle child. Um, when she was 2.5 months, um, she was more or less diagnosed with cancer. Um, they couldn't figure out, what type. And she was the talk of the hospital at Children's Hospital in Little Rock, Arkansas. And she had these knots to come up on the side of, she had one to come up on her left side. And we took her to the doctor, and her pediatrician, had told her, gave her a rocephin shot, which is a really high antibiotic. And when he said, he prepared us, he said the next day, he said, if this shot takes, he said, she should be fine in the morning. He said, but if not, then, she's got to come back, and he prepared us to put her in the hospital and run antibiotics through IV with the strong rocephin. Well, needless to say, the next day she had a lump on the other side, and they began to grow, and they kept growing. Well, they put her in the hospital there at Jonesboro, and 2.5-month-old baby, a mother, I was upset. I was like, Lord, only you know what's going to happen from here. And, well, they ran antibiotics through her all night. And he already prepared us, that she would be sent to Little Rock if the IV didn't work. Well, the next morning, both sides were just, so big. And they drove her through by ambulance to Little Rock. We got there, and, they began their works, taking blood all day long, tubes of little blood. And, as a mother, you can only take so much when you see your child, going through so much pain. Only 2.5 months, so there's, she couldn't do anything. So I stayed, it was just seemed like forever, but it was 2 weeks. And the doctors did ultrasound after ultrasound. And the knots would show just solid masses, no kind of fluid or anything, just solid. And they just grew. And she was so big, around her neck. And, day by day, throughout the day, they took tubes of blood after tubes of blood, and they got to where they had to take it, where they took everywhere they could. And they started to take from her head the blood because they couldn't get it anywhere else. And this little nurse, I'll never forget this one particular nurse. And she said, this baby's gone through so much. She said, I'm not going to do this anymore, especially going through the veins of the baby's head to get blood. So they put a PICC line in, Well, the day that they said that she was going to have the biopsies and have them removed to send them off, just to see what type of cancer she may have. They did an ultrasound right before. They did we're going to take them out, and it still showed solid masses, And so she had to have a blood transfusion before the surgery. So she went through that. And the day of the surgery, the anesthesiologists, they did their job. And, well, we're sitting out there in the waiting room. And, just on pins and needles, not knowing what was going to happen. And we were sitting there with a little pager, and it started going off. And the surgeon come out. The look on the surgeon's face when he come through the door to find us. And, at first, was like, oh, Lord, did something happen? But he come and he knelt right in front of us. And, he was crying. He's like, y'all are not going to believe this. He said, but when we cut into one side, which is the biggest side at first, he said it just started draining with fluid. He's like, we've never seen nothing like it, just draining with fluid. So they did the other side, put a little tube in, stitched her up, and she was good to go. So she's 9 years old now, and she loves to sing. She might get on our other two's nerves because she's always wanting to sing, or like be quiet, or whatever. But, she loves God, and y'all worship with her as she does her little son.
Hallelujah. I'm telling you, if I was thinking while she was doing that, if I was going to learn to do that, I would have to get a little more slim trim. I'm afraid if I started jumping to the side like that,